Hi there, Ross here from Live Energized, and welcome to the 5 Days to Alkaline course. This 5-day series is going to get you energized, it's going to get you nourished, and it's going to get you alkaline. During these 5 days, I'm going to give you the core, the most important lessons on how to get alkaline so that you can get started right away. No fluff, nothing too complex, nothing too difficult to do. I'm going to strip away all of the confusion and all of the complexity and make it super easy for you to get alkaline, get energized, and get to your best ever health and vitality. And most importantly, love the process. Right in this video, you're going to get the 80-20, the 20% of actions that get you 80% of the results. The easiest to implement, the most stress-free, the easiest 20% that's going to get you 80% of your way to your health goals, no matter what they are. And of course, along the way, you are going to get a whole load more energy, because that really is my mission. It's to get you living energized, because I believe that when we live with energy, every area of our life improves. Our health, our relationships, our career, our finances, everything improves. And not only that, when you're living with energy, it positively impacts all those people that are in your life, those people around you, your kids, your partner, your friends, your workmates, even strangers that you interact with on the street. I believe that having energy and feeling vibrant is an incredible gift that's already within every single one of us. We've all got that energy, it's already in us, it's in you right now. But the sad thing is, for most people, it's buried away and all burned up every day, simply keeping them going during the day. You know, we often feel fatigued from the moment we wake up until the moment we're falling asleep on the sofa at the end of the day, because all our energy is being burnt up just keeping us alive. When someone's got a clogged digestive system, an acidic standard Western diet, inflammation, and they're sustaining themselves on breads and grains, fast foods, convenience foods, sugars, pastas, you name it, caffeine, alcohol, all that stuff, we're clogging up. We're making ourselves acidic, we're suppressing our immune system, and we're building inflammation in our body. And all of this is burning up all of our energy just to get us through the day and keep us going. But the good news is, when you start to alkalize and you start to nourish your body in the way that I'm going to teach you in these next 5 days, your body will start to clear itself and you'll start to get that energy back. The white in your eyes will get whiter, your skin will glow, inflammation is going to disappear, your digestive system is going to get soothed and settled, and your thoughts are going to become clear. You're going to get that mental clarity back. Can you imagine that? But the best thing is, you're going to get an abundance of all-day energy. That's what my coaching and this whole website is all about. It's about teaching you and supporting you to get the energy, the vitality, and the body that you deserve. And it all starts here today. So whether you're just starting out or whether you've been trying to live alkaline for a while now, this guide, these next 5 days, is going to become an incredible tool for you to get you moving and get the foundation in place. So here's to your abundant energy. It's just around the corner, and getting you alkaline and getting you healthy with no more conflicting information, no more stress, no more feeling deprived. You can still have treats. Just putting that out there now, because right now that you and I have found each other, you're on the path to your best ever health and energy. So let's get started on lesson 1, which is the core of getting alkalized and energized. And the core, most important thing that you can do to get alkalized and energized is get an abundance of green foods. And in this lesson, lesson number 1 in the 5 Days to Alkaline series, I'm going to show you exactly how. So one of the main problems with green foods is I find that most people just generally don't get anywhere near enough. I mean, we're often told to focus on getting 5 serves a day, 5 serves of fruit and veg a day. I mean, in Australia it's 5 serves of veg and 2 serves of fruit, which I more agree with, but generally speaking we're just told 5 serves of veg. And when you look at some of the foods that qualify as veg in that list, like a tin of baked beans apparently qualifies as a serve of veg, a potato qualifies as a serve of veg, whereas the reality is what we really want to be focusing on is 5 serves of green foods. And like I said, the problem is most people don't get anywhere near that. Most people, when you think about it, would only really get 1 serve of greens a day. So when you look at a typical person's day, if they're getting up on a standard diet, they're having like a typical, like a cereal or a toast or something for breakfast, they'll get to work and have a coffee. At lunch they'll maybe have like a sandwich that's got like chicken and salad in it or something, so there's a little bit of salad in there. For an afternoon snack they might have a piece of fruit. For dinner they might have something like a spaghetti bolognese, a pasta dish, or or a rice or a curry dish. When you look at that sort of diet, that doesn't sound unusual. That doesn't sound like a diet that wouldn't be normal, like 80% of people having that. But the reality is there would be only one serve at best of green foods in there. Now the thing is, when you get more than that, when you get what I recommend to be like 5 to 7 serves, ideally 7 serves of green foods each day, everything changes. It really does. Just the nutrient density of those green foods, when you get that many, your energy is going to go through the roof. Now I find that with most people, when I ask people what are their goals, energy is always one of the top 3 goals that come out. If someone hasn't got a specific symptom, a specific thing that they're trying to overcome, a specific health challenge, energy is usually their #1 thing. And the thing with energy is it can often just take one change, one simple thing, and can absolutely send your energy through the roof. And that one thing that I find with most people is their digestive system. If they can get their digestive system cleared, their energy can go through the roof. And one of the things that's most key to clearing the digestive system is eating a huge quantity of green foods. Now, it doesn't have to be that hard, and I'm going to get on some simple things that you can do in just a moment to get 7 to even beyond, but 5 to 7 serves of greens in every single day. But just to reiterate how important that is, I found a study the other day. It had been released from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention in the USA and published in the Disease Prevention Journal. And it listed the 41, what they had considered and classified the 41 powerhouse fruits and vegetables. Of those 41, I love the fact that there's no surprise, but 38 of those foods are alkaline forming. The only ones that weren't were oranges, strawberries, and I think blueberries. And the strawberries and blueberries are actually only very mildly acid forming. So of those 41, 38 of them were highly alkaline forming foods. The thing that really, really made me happy, it didn't surprise me, but it made me very happy, was the top 15. Every single one of those top 15 were leafy green vegetables. And it's not hard to see why that they would be ranked up there. And the rankings, by the way, are on things like vitamin content, mineral content, antioxidant content, and a whole other areas that you would judge a food on its nourishment level. The top 15 were all leafy greens. And just to sort of give you an expansion as to why that would be and why I'm such a fan of leafy green foods, let's just look at a couple now. Let's just look through the nutrient profile of spinach, kale and chard, 3 of my favourites that I include in my juices every single day. So let's just look at how a few of these leafy greens can start getting you so alkaline and start getting you so energised. And starting with spinach, it is packed full of goodness. Now, I know there's been a lot of talk about kale and other greens in the last few years, but for me, spinach is without question my favourite nutrient powerhouse. Each serve is packed with vitamin A, manganese, folate, magnesium, iron, copper, vitamin B2, B6, E, calcium, vitamin C, potassium, fibre and so much more. And what's more than that, it's also incredibly antioxidant rich, with antioxidants that other foods just don't have. And not to mention the flavonoid and carotenoid nutrients that are found in spinach that provide those amazing anti-inflammatory benefits as well as those antioxidant benefits. Spinach is an excellent source of antioxidant nutrients, including those we mentioned, C, E and A, that come in the form of carotenoids, but also manganese, and it's a very good source of the antioxidant zinc and a great source of the antioxidant selenium. It's no wonder that spinach helps lower the risk of numerous health problems that are related to oxidative stress and inflammation. And researchers have actually identified more than a dozen different flavonoid compounds in spinach that function as that brilliant antioxidant and anti-cancer agent. Now, moving on to kale, because I do love it. Not quite as much as spinach, but it's a close second. Researchers have identified over 45 different flavonoids in kale, with camphorol and quercetin heading that list. Kale's flavonoids combine both antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits in a way that helps reduce and prevent both chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, while it also takes care of your cardiovascular system with some really special cholesterol lowering benefits. Plus, kale is now recognised as providing a comprehensive support for the body's entire detoxification system. The isothiocyanates, or ITCs, made from kale's glucosinolates have been shown to help regulate detox activities in all of our cells. Most toxins that pose a risk to our body must be detoxified by our cells using a 2-step process. And the two steps in this process are called phase 1 detoxification and, surprise, surprise, phase 2 detoxification. And the ITCs in kale support both of these detox phases. Kale is also rich in vitamin K, vitamin A, vitamin C, manganese, copper, vitamin B6, fibre, calcium and so much more, as well as all of those amazing inflammation-fighting, oxidative stress-preventing flavonoids. Now, another one of my favourites, and the third we'll cover here, is Swiss chard, also known as silver beet, which I love to add to my juices, to my stir fries, and well, anything really that I'm cooking. It's a really big, beefy green that has got so much colour, and the flavour is just awesome. Now, like a lot of the leafy greens, it contains the bone strengthening combination of high calcium and high vitamin K, alongside vitamin A, C, magnesium, copper, manganese, potassium, vitamin E, fibre, iron and so much more. As an excellent source of vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin A in the form of beta-carotene and the minerals manganese and zinc, Swiss chard offers an outstanding variety of conventional antioxidants. But these conventional antioxidants are only part of its fantastic health benefits, especially with respect to the prevention of oxidative stress and diseases related to chronic, unwanted inflammation. So my first sneaky way that I sneak greens into my diet every day, just to make it so easy to get to that 5 to 7 serves of greens every day, and so that it works with my family too, so that I can sneak greens into their diet every day too. Here's the first one that I love to make a habit with all of the people that I work with, and that is to have a side salad with every single meal. Now, I know that that sounds really simple. I know that sounds the sort of thing where you go, well, yeah, of course. It's a bit like saying drink more water. How many people are actually drinking enough water? Very, very few. So I stand by it as a very powerful suggestion for you. So having a side salad with every meal, what does that actually mean? It means that you're having 2 big handfuls of greens in a bowl on a plate with every lunch and every dinner that you consume. Now, if your main meal, of course, or if your lunch or your dinner is actually a salad, just have a little bit more. You don't have to do too much there. But no matter what else you're having, you know, we're going to talk about this in one of the future videos, but we're going to talk about crowding out the bad and focusing on the good. So no matter what else you're having for your lunch, it could be a big fat sandwich, it could be a pizza, it could be whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to ignore that and say, have a side salad with every meal. If you do that, if you have those 2 handfuls of leafy greens, so it could be spinach, rocket, kale, it could be like chard like we talked about earlier, it could be any kind of lettuce. If you have those 2 big handfuls, each handful of leafy greens represents a serve. So if you do that twice a day, you're getting 4 serves extra of greens every single day. If you do it 2 times one day, 1 time the next day, 2 times the next day, 1 time the next day, it's still going to make a huge impact. Now, I don't want to give you something that is going to cause you like time consuming or a pain in the butt to do. That's not going to work. So the way this happens is this: pick 2 or 3 leaves that you really love. If you want to go real simple, just pick 1. Have it pre-washed, have it in the fridge. If you're watching something like baby spinach leaves, just have it with a layer of kitchen paper towel, the spinach, paper towel in an airtight plastic container in the fridge. It won't spoil, it won't go off. But what it means is when it comes to meal time, you can just go bang, you can go bang, and you're done. And that's awesome, you're ready to roll. The secret here is in having super sexy dressings, really flavorful, delicious dressings that have been pre-made. Now you can go just as simple as lemon juice and olive oil, that's absolutely fine. Or you can like have squeeze a little bit of orange in there, something to mix it up a little bit. Something that I love to actually do is have 2 or 3 a bit more involved dressings made every week that I can go to if I'm feeling like I really need something. If I'm in a hurry, what I do is I just get 3 containers, dark glass bottles preferably, with either really good quality olive oil or flax oil or avocado oil in them, and then I'll flavour those. So I'll drop some chilies in one, I'll drop some basil in another, I'll drop some garlic in one, or some rosemary and thyme with some lemon in one. You know, you just flavour them up with herbs and spices, and then when you're ready to roll, straight on top, you're ready to roll. Your side salad is absolutely delicious. So that's trick number 1, side salads with every meal. Trick number 2 is my old favourite, spinach. And it's literally, I love spinach so much because you can blend down like 3 or 4 serves of it to be in about 1 inch cubed of dense spinach and just eat it really quick. That's one way. But I do tend to blend or wilt spinach into practically every meal that I cook, and it's another brilliant way. Like if you're cooking like a pasta sauce or something for your family, you can just either, if you're blending up the sauce, throw in a handful of spinach per person and blend it in. They will not know it's there. If it's just cooking in a pan on a stovetop, throw a couple of handfuls in there and it just wilts down to nothing. It's such an easy way to get it in. Of course, at breakfast time, if you're doing a cooked breakfast, definitely wilt down that spinach. You get so much of it in there, a whole big bag of it will go down into being like 3 or 4 mouthfuls or something. But the real secret is blending it in, or even just having spinach juice that you can just add to some of your dips, your sauces. If you're doing pasta sauces, curries, any pasta sauce, any curry sauce, you can blend in spinach. You won't notice it's there, but you're still getting that awesome nutrient hit. So tip number 1, side salad with every meal. Tip number 2, sauteing, blending, smoothing, juicing, disappearing spinach into everything. Tip number 3 is my favorite, and it's actually broccoli. To shave broccoli into every salad that I have. In fact, it goes into every sauce. It can go into every meal. So broccoli is one of those things where when you think about it, especially when you're a kid, you think of a big stalk of broccoli and you think, oh, trying to eat through that. Even with kids, when you just grab the broccoli by the stalk and just get a knife and just shave the head of the broccoli into the tiniest little bits, into your sauces, into your salads, it just disappears again. The flavour, you just don't pick up the flavour, but you can get like a whole big floret of broccoli into a meal without anybody noticing. Again, if you're trying to get your family healthy, but they're not really philosophically on board with you with what you're doing, this is another great one that you can do to sneak in those greens and make it easy to get those greens every single day. So, side salad with every meal. Number 2, blending spinach into everything. Number 3, the broccoli one. Number 4 is the easiest still a lot, and I know that you're going to be happy about this, and that's using a liquid chlorophyll supplement. So chlorophyll is just the most denseness of the greenness that you can possibly get. It's like having a glass of sunshine. And chlorophyll supplements are actually pretty cost effective and just a brilliant way of having that safety net. I talk about this all the time with supplements. Supplements are there to supplement. They're a brilliant tool to have in your armoury. They're your safety net against nutritional bits and pieces that you're not getting every day through your normal everyday diet. I focus on supplements a lot because I think they're a brilliant safety net to have, and chlorophyll is one of those that I absolutely adore. So there's some really great brands out there. The main things to look out for, they'll be different in every country. The main things to look out for are that they are 100% chlorophyll. They're not just like 1% chlorophyll and 99% water. That feels like a bit of a waste of money. The other thing is that they're not flavoured. Okay, so a lot of chlorophyll supplements have got mint flavouring and artificial flavouring. You want it to be pure, natural and organic and a high density concentration. You may not be able to get 100%. pH Miracle sell a good 100% one. Nature's Sunshine sell a good 100% one. You can get them all on Energize, of course, but you're looking for one that's not, you know, I see so many of them in the grocery stores nowadays that are like 5% chlorophyll, 95% water, plus sweeteners and additives and preservatives and all that other crap. So you want to get a really good high quality one. And if you can have that once or twice a day, just whatever the serve recommendation is on the bottle, another great way. A serve of that chlorophyll will be the equivalent of a serve of green foods. So if you're having your side salads, if you're blending your spinach, if you're shaving your broccoli and you're having your chlorophyll, you're probably easily at 5 serves a day already. Then if you add in my final tip, which is to have a green juice every day if you can, every other day if not, that on its own will be giving you 5 to 7 serves of greens every single time you have a juice. So every day if you can, every other day if not. Now, in a typical green juice, and there's recipes below this video aplenty, you will have cucumber, celery, spinach, kale, lettuce, and then anything else you want to throw in there, any other greens. Just that will be 5 serves of greens. But you could also throw in there your chard, your mustard greens, your Chinese greens, beet greens, whatever you want. I also tend to like to put in ginger and lemon and herbs as well. Herbs are a great way to flavour and mix up the flavour of your green drink. You don't want to be having the same flavour every single day with your green drink because you'll just soon get sick of it. So using herbs is a great way, using lemons is a great way. I also love adding coconut water. So I tend to, when I make my juices, I tend to make them 2/3 of pure of the juice and then 1/3 of water. But if you want to take it a little bit sweeter and give it that difference again, mixing it up, that third can be coconut water, it can be almond milk, it could be coconut milk, whatever you want, just to keep it different and keep it mixed up. So if you could do even half of those suggestions every day, I don't care which half you do each day, but if you could do just half of those every day, you would be hitting 5 to 7 serves of green foods every single day. And I assure you, I absolutely assure you, the difference you will notice in your skin, in your energy, in your mental clarity, the way you look in the mirror and the way you feel about your body, your energy is going to be through the roof just from doing this one step, day one. Now, of course, we've got 4 more days. We're going to cover 4 different topics. I'm not going to give them away all on this video. I was just going to run through them, but I'm going to hold them back. And I want you to really, really focus on this one as a core one. Do not skip this one. And if you can do at least another one of those 4 lessons this week, and then just add to it, add to it, add to it for the next 3 to 4 weeks, I reckon you're going to be emailing me saying, Ross, I can't believe how damn good I feel and how easy it is. And that's what it's all about. That's what Live Energized is all about. It's what I told you at the top of this video. It's all about getting you the health, the energy and the vitality that you deserve, the body you deserve, while having an enjoyable time along the way, enjoying the process, enjoying the journey, not giving up every food that you love, not giving up every social engagement, not feeling like you have to change your personality just to be healthy, but to be healthy and vibrant and feel like you can have a good time. That's what it's all about. That's what Live Energized is all about. So that's the end of day one. Devour these guides below this video, get stuck into your greens, and I'll see you again tomorrow, day 2. Just feeling fantastic. Let me know if you have any questions. You can contact me, Ross at liveenergized.com. I can't wait to hear from you, and I'll see you on day 2.